Hi there, it's Anne here at Life LDC. Today we're going to look at Martin Storey's tea garden collection. Also, last week there was a garden open house day here in my new neighborhood, so I've put a few video clips at the end of different gardens that I toured. I hope you enjoy them. Camilla is a raglan pullover. Martin's used garter stitch at the top of the sleeves and around the neckline on the body. I love the twisted rib stitch on the cuffs, and I just love those colors that are used in the striped version: pink powder, summer, favorite denim, and seashell. You could really have fun customizing the colors to suit your wardrobe. Or of course you can make it in a solid color as shown here. Let's face it, it's such a basic sweater. You could really color block it, do anything you want to it to make it truly yours. The butterfly wrap is knit in Summerlite 4-ply. This is that fabulous washed linen shade. The butterfly motif is a 36 stitch pattern repeat, and there are 36 rows, which is repeated throughout the length and width of the whole wrap. Look at the dramatic length of it. The same butterfly motif is used on the butterfly poncho. And then there's another lacy motif that incorporates the shaping up to the neckline. It's so elegant, and I think that would be gorgeous over all of your summer outfits. But can you imagine that for a wedding? This long cardigan is called Fleur. It's knit in Summerlite DK, mushroom, silvery blue, seashell, and pink powder. The body is straight and the sleeves are set in for a really nice fit around the shoulders. The edges, the sleeve edges and front bands and bottom bands are all solid color garter stitch. Tallulah is a relaxed fit pullover knit in pieces, and it uses Summerlite DK, shown here in favorite denim, sailor blue, and silvery blue, with knit 2 purl 2 ribs on the body of the sweater. You could also do it in one color, of course, or stripe it up. The sunny cowl is knit in Summerlite DK shades seashell, indigo, favorite denim, and summer. It's knit in the round with a 28 pattern stitch repeat. And it's a great option especially for people who don't like to wear wool around their neck. Isn't it gorgeous? Zinnia is that fabulous cover cardigan. It's knit in Summerlite 4-ply. Pepper pot, duck egg, blushes, and seashell are the shades that are used. And it's an all-over stranded design. It looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. The Gardenia Cardigan is a long, loose, open cardigan. It has no back neckline shaping. You can see that here. It uses Summerlite 4-ply in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shades, and repeats the motif, just changing the color throughout. We still like to wear hats in the summertime, and this Delphine hat would be a really great one to wear. It's knit in Summerlite 4-ply. It's shown here in the washed linen. Look at that crown detail. It's a lacy little pattern that's worked throughout, and then it's shown here with the butterfly shawl wrapped around the neck. It makes a nice combination. The Delphine Poncho uses the same lacy motif on the large expanse of a rectangular piece of knitting. There's no shaping involved, just seaming up to make this poncho shape when you're done. Very elegant, very luxurious, and it's shown here in the Summerlite 4-ply shade Duck Egg. And that's the Tea Garden collection by Martin Storey. It's all the designs use Summerlite 4-ply or Summerlite DK. You can see the gorgeous shades that are available here. I find I'm always hot these days, so I am looking more closely at these beautiful cotton yarns, the Summerlite 4-ply and DK. So last week there was a garden tour, an open house of the neighborhood gardens. I think it was 8 gardens participated. All of them were different in their own way. I love this one. The gardener here is actually a potter also, and she created these very cute images of her and her husband. When you walk by, they're sitting out front. This garden's only 2 years old. She's done an amazing job. It's all her. Her husband just helps out with the heavy lifting for her. I just took little vignettes here and there as I wandered around, trying to be a little to be unobtrusive. I didn't want to take anybody's picture or anything like that. So it sort of jumps around, but you'll see little highlights of the gardens. You'll notice that there are a lot of blue heron statues in the gardens here, and quite a few water features. Not too many of these little guys though, thank goodness. This next garden, it's the woman in this couple that are she's very proud of this garden, and she works really hard at it. It's absolutely gorgeous because this is August. Most gardens are sort of past their prime by this time. There's the blue heron in the front there, and it carries along to the back. And as far as I know, she does all of this herself. And it is just a gorgeous garden. It's a really nice sized lot, and it backs onto the community green area that's around the community center. Oh look, there's a blue heron statue in the back also. They're everywhere. I just loved how lush this garden was. This next garden was on a lot that runs really quite deep, and there are a lot of very mature trees on this property. So the gardener calls it more of a woodland garden now. Lots of shade plants. Loved her path going around the back. It's very natural. She's just letting all the seedlings grow up as the seeds have dropped. And you sort of, it's like a dingly dell back there. You come around the corner and there's a little path that takes you through. absolutely love this garden. It's like an oasis back here. She has a hot tub, this gorgeous gazebo pavilion, and the path that takes you right back to the back of this very deep lot. Another blue heron statue there. They're everywhere. Look at the little dragonfly insect sitting on the statue. We started to notice them throughout the gardens. They would be sitting here and there, not going anywhere, not doing anything. I don't know if they were newly hatched or what they were. And there was a hummingbird in this little group of flowers here. I was trying to sneak up on it, but it flew off before I got a chance to get a good picture of it. There was a hummingbird in this group of flowers here. I think you can just see it right in the center of the screen, fluttering there from flower to flower. It was I couldn't get any closer to it to take a better picture. There it goes. But this little guy, he knew I was there, but he just sort of ran off and did his own thing. Didn't really seem to be too bothered by me. This is the neighbor's garden. I was just on my way over there. I don't know, I got talking to the gardener. There he is in his swing, and didn't really record much in this next garden. And it was absolutely gorgeous also. These are two very established gardens in the neighborhood. This next garden is just down the road from our place. It's right beside I call it the snicket, the little pathway that takes us from our street over to the Harbor Street by the water. So we go up and down here quite a bit. This garden has a few blue herons in it. You'll see them, the statues. There's one, there's two. That looks like a hummingbird little thing. And there's two more herons over there. And a little insect bird bath. There's another heron. They obviously like garden statuary in this garden, and they've got some beach rocks there. Beautiful garden. The next one was more of I would say sort of a native plant garden. The gardeners here don't water their lawn. I sort of support them, but a lot of people in the neighborhood like to keep really nice lawns and water them regularly. I'm sort of against that these days because of, you know, water usage and that. Like, do we really need to water our lawns? I admire these guys because they've started planting more natural plants, things that are more tolerant of our extreme heat here in the summer. We only get the really, really bad extreme heat for a few weeks, but it's not easy on people who are trying to maintain sort of a lush garden and a lush lawn. This had, when you looked around, you could see, you would spot vegetables here and there in between flowering plants. That's a little view down back behind the row of houses there. This next garden is just gorgeous too. I love the combination of the greenery and all the flowers, the beautiful colors. And the back was just spectacular. I'm sorry here, I seem to have swung around quite a few times. I was actually seeing if we could see our backyard here, but we're on a bit of a curve. We're up farther that way. Look at the gorgeous vegetable garden here and the beautiful flowering shrubs. I just love gardens like this, but not being a gardener, I have to make sure that our garden is developed to be user-friendly for us non-gardening types. So while I love all these flowers, I have to enjoy them in other people's gardens. And this garden continued right up the side of the house, back up to the street with roses and I think those are rows of Sharons. And this last garden is my across the road neighbor, and she has let the sunflowers grow where they may from seeds that have been dropped by the birds from the bird feeders. It's just glorious back here. I love her garden. I think the tea garden collection and this garden tour went together extremely well. I thank you very much for joining me here, and I'll see you next time when I'll be talking about Rowan Magazine 72. Take care.